This is my Bookhouse in the Nursery, Volume 1. This is a series that was edited by Olive Biopure Miller, and the publishers were the Bookhouse for Children, Lake Bluff, Illinois. So our very first poem. The world is so full of a number of things, I'm sure we should all be as happy as kings. By Robert Louis Stevenson. English nursery rhymes. Dance, little baby, dance up high. Never mind, baby, mother is by. Crow and caper, caper and crow. There, little baby, there you go. Up to the ceiling, down to the ground. Backwards, forwards, round and round. Dance, little baby, and mother will sing with a merry carol. Ding, ding, ding. See, saw, Sakura down. Which is the way to London town? One foot up, the other down. This is the way to London town. Rock-a-bye, baby, thy cradle is green. Father's a nobleman, mother's a queen, and Betty's a lady and wears a gold ring, and Johnny's a drummer and drums for the king. Pat a cake, baker's man, make me a cake as fast as you can. Prick it, pat it, mark it with a T, and put it in the oven for Tommy and me. How many days has my baby to play? Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. This little pig went to the market. This little pig stayed at home. This little pig had roast beef. This little pig had none. And this little pig said, "Wee, wee, wee, I can't find my way home." Sleep, baby, sleep. Our cottage vale is deep. The little lamb is on the green with woolly fleece so soft and clean. Sleep, baby, sleep. Oh, here's a leg for a stocking, and here's a foot for a shoe, and he has a kiss for daddy, and two for his mommy, I trow. Johnny shall have a new bonnet, and Johnny shall go to the fair, and Johnny shall have a blue ribbon to tie up his bonny brown hair. Bow wow, says the dog. Mew, mew, says the cat. Grunt, grunt, says the hog, and squeak goes the rat. Chirp, chirp, says the sparrow. Caw, caw, says the crow. Quack, quack, says the duck, and the cuckoo, you know. So with sparrows and cuckoos, with rats and with dogs, with ducks and with crows, with cats and with hogs, a fine song I've made to please you, my dear, and if it's well sung, 'twill be charming to hear. Hickory-dickory-dock, the mouse went up the clock. The clock struck one, the mouse ran down. Hickory-dickory-dock. Goosey, goosey, gander, whither shall I wander? Upstairs and downstairs and in my lady's chamber. Hey, diddle, diddle, the cat and the fiddle. The cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. Old Mother Goose, when she wanted to wander, would ride through the air on a very fine gander. Mother Goose had a house which was built in a wood, where an owl at the door for sentinel stood. Little Robin Redbreast sat upon a rail. Niddle naddle went his head, and wiggle waggle went his tail. Bow wow wow, whose dog art thou? Little Tommy Tinker's dog. Bow wow wow. Hickety pickety, my black hen, she lays eggs for gentlemen. Gentlemen come every day to see what my black hen doth lay. Ride away, Johnny shall ride, and he shall have a pussy cat tied to one side. He shall have a little dog tied to the other, and Johnny shall ride to see his grandmother. Dickory, dickory, dare, the pig flew in the air. The man in brown soon brought him down. Dickory, dickory, dare. Once I saw a little bird come hop, hop, hop. So I cried, "Little bird, will you stop, stop, stop?" I was going to the window to say, "How do you do?" But he shook his little tail and away he flew. Daffy down Dilly has come up to town in a yellow petticoat and a green gown. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? With cockle shells and silver bells and pretty maids all in a row. There was an old woman of Harrow, who visited in a wheelbarrow, and her servant before knocked loud at each door to announce the old woman of Harrow. Lucy Locket lost her pocket, and Kitty Fisher found it. There was not a penny in it, but a ribbon round it. Robin and Richard were two pretty men. They lay in bed till the clock struck 10. Then up starts Robin and looks at the sky. "Oh, brother Richard, the sun's very high. You go on with the bottle and bag, and I'll come after with Jolly Jack Nag." I had a little husband, no bigger than my thumb. I put him in a little pint pot, and there I bade him drum. I bought a little handkerchief to wipe his little nose, and a pair of little garters to tie his little hose. I bought a little horse that galloped up and down. I bridled and saddled him and sent him out of town. There was an old woman lived under a hill, and if she's not gone, she lives there still. A pie sat on a pear tree. A pie sat on a pear tree. A pie sat on a pear tree. Hey ho, hey ho, hey ho. Once so merrily hopped she, twice so merrily hopped she, thrice so merrily hopped she. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. Ride a cock horse to Banbury Cross. To see a fine lady upon a white horse, rings on her fingers and bells on her toes, she shall make music wherever she goes. Hippity hop to the barber shop, to get a stick of candy. One for you, and one for me, and one for my sister Mandy. Wee Willie Winkie runs through the town, upstairs and downstairs in his nightgown, rapping at the window, crying through the lock, "Are the children in their beds? For now it's 8 o'clock." Ba, ba, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. One for my master, one for my dame, and one for the little boy who lives in the lane. There was a piper had a cow, and he had naught to give her. He took his pipes and played a tune, and bade the cow consider. The cow considered very well, and gave the piper a penny, and bade him play the other tune, "Corn rigs are bonny." As I went to Bonner, I met a pig without a wig, upon my word and honor. Lit oh wait. Smiling girls, rosy boys, come and buy my little toys. Monkeys made of gingerbread, and sugar horses painted red. There was an old man, and he had a calf, and that's half. He took him out of the stall, and put him on the wall, and that's all. Up in the green orchard there is a green tree, the finest of pippins that you ever see. The apples are ripe, ready to fall, and Reuben and Robin shall gather them all. Blow, wind, blow, and go, mill, go, that the miller may grind his corn, that the baker may take it, and the rolls make it, and send us some hot in the morn. Polly, put the kettle in. Potty, put the kettle on. Polly, put the kettle on. We'll all have tea. Sukey, take it off again. Sukey, take it off again. Sukey, take it off again. They're all gone away. Sing, sing, what shall I sing? The cat's run away with the pudding bag string. Do, do, what shall I do? The cat has bitten it quite in two. Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep, and doesn't know where to find them. Leave them alone and they'll come home, bringing their tails behind them. Here I am, a little jumping Joan. When nobody's with me, I'm always alone. Cock-a-doodle-doo, my dame has lost a shoe. My master's lost his fiddling stick and doesn't know what to do. Cock-a-doodle-doo, what's my dame to do? Till master finds his fiddling stick, she'll dance without a shoe. Cock-a-doodle-doo, my dame has found her shoe, and master's found his fiddling stick, sing cock-a-doodle-doo. Little Boy Blue, come blow your horn, the sheep's in the meadow, the cow's in the corn. Where's the little boy that looks after the sheep? He's under a haycock, fast asleep. Handy Spandy, Jack-a-dandy, loves plum cake and sugar candy. He bought some at the baker's shop, and pleased away ran, hop, hop, hop. To market, to buy a fat pig, home again, dancing a jig. To market, to buy a fat hog, home again, chickadee jog. To market, to buy a plum bun, home again, market is done.